Whoa, hey, sorry I'm not with the.
It ain't who laughs first, it's who laughs last, nigga.
I know every DJ but the security.
I'm gonna give a little note to y'all rappers, man. Y'all spend your whole entire career on private jets like it won't, and I save the receipts just to make sure the day you play with me, I make sure we have a funeral, I deliver the eulogy, I'm at the wake, and I'm gonna show up every year and I'm gonna put flowers because I'm gonna still bump your songs. You just won't ever be popping again. Meek Mill is what we call a disobedient duppy. He don't want to stay in the grave. He still think he got another run to go. No, you don't, buddy. You play with the right one. My job is only to make sure Meek Mill's career, or Freak Mills, whatever his name is, stays with the tombstone he been had, nigga. We wrote it in your cursive, misspelled words and everything. Hey, let me tell you how I work in the music industry. I'm never really friends with none of these niggas, but they all keep it cute with me. You know why? Because they really know what really is up. They all pay me, whether it's them directly or they management team or the digital marketing team on their label. It's nice to keep it cute. We could act like we friends. But don't get to the point where you think you about to threaten physical violence, you about to do this, I'm about to punk him. Listen, I can't wait. Drake said it best. There's a few careers I done turn the lights off on. And I'm happy each and every time. This is why this is my new favorite song, man. This is my new favorite song.
Bird joints flying.
Yo, chat, this nigga forgot. I was down to squash the beef with you, nigga, because I know I killed your career already. Your shit was done. You feel me? So now I knew you was on crash out time and you was trying to talk about you gonna do this, do that. I said, calm down, nigga. I already accomplished my goal. Your career is in the dirt, okay? We'll talk about it.
Philly,
man, if y'all tired of getting blackballed by this old hater who's stuck in the way, he don't want no other street nigga to get on top. I ain't trying to play y'all against y'all. Let me be clear. I ain't trying to play y'all against y'all, but I want to take the reins off of it. Y'all don't need Meek Mill's approval to get posted on blogs to get loved by the whole industry. Philadelphia is a city, but one man don't fucking control it. So we finally at the point I'm making my stand. Because that old ass hater can't really stop nothing. He can't stop nothing going on with me, and I refuse to let him stop some shit going on with Philly. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't be rapping by the trenches, but we only see you hugging Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin. We see you in Beverly Hills and in yachts and in white parties more than we see you in the trenches. Let the young niggas live. By the way, Dean, spin back. We back to the studio. Meek, you say you finna be outside, so you gonna see all of us anyway. Spin back, bring the half of Philly. Pop out, let's do the movie. We're gonna do the interview right. Again, I was respecting the truce, but you got a nigga acting like he a killer. He ain't killed me yet. So until he do that, we gonna be doing everything to make him do it, okay? Let's get the interview popping. Dean already hit you. Let's get that interview going. Hold up. I gotta show some love. Pound Side gave me some info about you, nigga. You always been a hater, nigga. You even hated on this nigga while he was on his come up, nigga. It's in peace, PNB. There's nobody done had a voice to tell this nigga what it really is, man. This nigga walking around with all this king of Philly. He could make anything move. He's a top killer. He done killed 20 niggas. The last time he got mad at me, nigga, I posted him in Philly with 55 security, nigga. He wasn't out there being all the thug, gangster, killer nigga shit he's doing. He ain't pissing on nobody's steps. But of course, when it come to me, he's ready to piss on steps. This the new king of Philly. I ain't been the new. This the only king of Philly. These niggas, they tell you the truth. I'ma just amplify their voice now. Meek, you thought the white man was against you, nigga. I'm an egotistical nigga. I'ma always go off me, nigga. I don't know why you was talking that shit. You might be in my crib, piss on my steps. You might shoot him. Nigga, stop playing.
Tell her, baby, we don't got that long. Listen.
We gonna put you in a position you gotta do it.
But I treat it like my city show.
20-year anniversary of the eulogy of Meek Mill. His career been dead since then. I don't know if this nigga think it's Easter. I don't know what he think it is. Only Jesus ever came back after getting killed, nigga. Your career dead. You ain't finna come back. You ain't doing nothing for it to come back. It's over. We stamped it. It's over. You're the nigga we're gonna keep. Oh, no, I used to like that. Oh, I go. Oh, no, I used to pray. That's it. That's you. You're gonna just fade off into eternity. Your little new music, we're gonna laugh at it. All this trenches and this. I don't know why these other rappers. I just think they beta males. They claim they're gangsters, but they all look up to you when they outsell you. I'm like, how you outselling me? Can you look up to him? This makes no sense. But whatever. Anyway, let's get into the stream, people. Let me get everybody online real quick, man. This is Freak Millie Part 2. The Exposal. The exposal. We can't bury a nigga twice. We can't do a eulogy twice. We could only show up by the graveside and bring some flowers because this disobedient dumpy keep haunting us. Your career been dead for over 8 years, and you coming back to haunt us, acting like you still alive. What are we talking about? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get into the first and foremost. There is so much delusional that we're going to have to get into. This is a delusional, disobedient duppy. It's like a triple D or a quadruple D. God damn it, I feel like I'm talking about a chick's titty size. But anyway, here we go. Oh my God, hold up. So, where should I start today? You know, chart data, shout out to you. I'm going to give you a day off today. You need a day off. You need a day off that Big Ack could break down what's going on. So, I woke up at 5:58 a.m. this morning. No alarm. I woke up, when I sleep, I obsess over this industry. So I only dream about shit going on. I'm dreaming about in real time shit. Woke up at 5:58. Hopped out of bed. Feel me? First thing on my mind. Please don't tell me that Meek Mill lame ass promotional campaign succeeded. Trust me, I know this is gonna sound a little bit haterish, but if niggas was saying they're gonna kill you, you would hate them too. It warms my heart. Warms my heart. Makes me feel so happy. Actually, this might even feel better than pussy. Watching a rapper who dissed you flop. Oh my God. Nigga going quintuple styrofoam, double, triple plastic. Going wood, and pause on the wood, Meek. Freak Mill. Pause. But we are here. I had to do some quick math. You know, I couldn't wait on the other outlets, so we had to talk about it. So first and foremost, let me go to my tweet, because my tweet was kind of like spewing a train of thought that was actually accurate with what I was really thinking at the time. Wait, am I? Okay, I'm fucking up. My bad. I was giving y'all one ear. Y'all back to two now. My bad. Holy. I don't know why I was panning for real quick. I'm sorry. Damn, y'all was tight. Let me pull up the chat actually before I even get to it. Damn, Here we go. Give me a second, chat. I just gotta pull everything up. By the way, it's so cute. Meek's team. You know what Meek's team is saying? When they're trying to pass this time, when is this gonna stop? And they're saying it like someone's victimizing them, like someone just like randomly started beefing with him. Like essentially, there wasn't a rumor. Like there's a rumor about anybody with a name or that's have some type of celebrityism, and he turned it into almost a, hey, I'm gonna show y'all how gangster I am, and I'm gonna go kill Akademiks because he's the one who made it up. Then after everybody in the world said, no, you're just a stupid rapper, he didn't make it up, he then tried to deflect and promote his music. Then afterwards, he finally then denied it. But then because everything is viral already, he then said, well, how could I then profit from this? He said, well, I'm a punk Akademiks. So he said he's going to show up to my house to piss on my steps. We've been sitting there waiting. I was thinking this bitch ass nigga was gonna show up in the middle of the night last night. Cause you know, even though he clowns 6ix9ine, he's worse than 6ix9ine. You can't, right? We know this, right? He ain't worse than 6ix9ine. Well, I only come here with facts and proof. I don't come here with a lot of innuendo. I come here with facts and proof. And by the way, I'm gonna tell you why. And this is gonna be malicious. So Meek, take it how you want to take it, because you should have respected that goddamn truce, my boy. You had my number, my boy. You should have respected it like I respected it, because this is what it's like when we're going at it. And I'm expecting you to be on some killer shit, shots, everything, do what you got to do. I'm not even like, you're the top killer. I'm just Akademiks, right? I'm going to use every resource available to make sure that your flopping and fledgling career will always be seen exactly what it is. Let me speak to you directly, Meek Mill. See, when we were on that call with 21 Savage, you told me a few things that I didn't know, but I could have guessed. And this is why today is part 2. Remember when you were signed to Atlantic? By the way, this whole little truce and beef squash shit happened in 2021. I believe 2021. It was right after No, it wasn't Wins and Loss. It was Expensive Pain, which, pause on the name, given the circumstances. Expensive Pain from Meek Mill. Pause. Regardless, let me speak to you. You are an egotistical asshole in this whole industry. Let me tell you what you keep saying the white man is saying. No, there's regular people that work for these labels. They tell me who all the assholes are they don't like. They tell me who the people who are so pompous they don't like working for. Because what happens when y'all sign to a label, there's a digital person that got to go put their reputation and make all the calls to get your shit on all the blogs and get them on billboards and get them on all these things. They got to promote you. But if they think you're an asshole, if they think that you're a piece of shit, they're not that encouraged. They're going to get their paycheck regardless. I listen to everybody. I worked with Atlantic for a long time. For every artist. And this is where the Nicki fans will be like, oh, for Cardi B. No. For every artist. I listen to them and be like, so I said, how was Meek Mill? Oh, he's the worst. He's a piece of shit. He thinks he's the king. He thinks he's a god. How did a nappy hair braided nigga out of Philly think that he's the king of the music industry? Well, you think the streets and the trenches translate in these buildings? You know it don't, because I seen you at the Super Bowl making motherfucking tea and coffee for Michael Rubin in his suite. You're not that. So that's been the conversation, and you're going to act like you're oblivious to it because you're just a retard. Like, you're just stupid. I've told people you're the dumbest rapper we've ever seen. I'm trying to figure out where... Like, you make Lil Baby look like Einstein, and he dumb too. So, your label already was saying whatever it is, right? So, this is why, if you're wondering why I did this, no, this was malicious this morning. I was going to wait 3 days until the first week predictions came out, even though I know you get dropped an EP. I had to do it today. I'm going to tell you why. So, remember you came in as this big, I'm the guy. You came in... Remember, I told the story last stream. When me and you and 21 Savage got on the phone, I don't know if you told a nigga to hop out to stop in the middle of the highway. You hopped out and showed the car. Yo, I'm in a bulletproof car. I'm built for this. And I'm like, this guy think that we're in 1996. He thinks that this is just all about shooting and guns. Okay. Now, I've said this repeatedly. And this is why I knew that this truce was always going to be very, very delicate. Let me give everybody who's watching me a piece of advice. When someone does not respect you, any further communication with that person is a waste of time. I knew even in the conversation we had, Meek still didn't respect me. Meek did it because 21 Savage was vouching for me. And he was like, okay, cool. Since you're vouching for this nigga, I'm going to just get on this shit and tell him what I need. But again, there was a lack of respect. Because again, if it was really truly respect, he would have called me. He got his number. He said, don't call me. I don't know unless he changed his number. I don't know. Never called him ever. But let me tell you why, and let me tell you the info you actually transferred to me, Meek. While I listened to all this chest-pounding shit of you tell me you're a gangster and you ride around in bulletproof cars and you got mad apartments and houses where nobody could find you and you could get this done and you could get this done. You wanted to be El Chapo. I heard it. And I'm like, damn, this guy really is like believing the image. Okay, that's cool. I get it. I'm on the phone on behalf of Savage. Let's just talk. You know what he told me that was very important? And I'll probably tweet this out later too. Because obviously, no matter what you think about, I didn't record the phone call or anything like that. But Savage was here and Savage heard it. You said it. You know what you told me? And this is when I knew you're a delusional motherfucker. Because you told me many things delusional. But remember when we were on Clubhouse and you said, nobody gives a fuck about you. I got bitches with more followers than you. And You always try to say no one cares about me, yet you always seem to respond to me. Yet you always seem to be mad at me. If I thought somebody was irrelevant, I wouldn't be mad at them. Who cares what they say? But you would say A and you would act like B. You know what confirmed it to me on that conversation was when you told me this. Let's go back to the year, 2021. Meek Mill, expensive pain, first week sales. I'm going to tell you why this is very important. I reported that you did 95,000, which, by the way, you had a lot of promo. The label put up all these billboards in Miami. Like, they spent some good amount of money to get you the promo. Remember that whole 250 and 200,000 you did? It wasn't that anymore. This is when the label knew, because I'm telling you how labels look at shit. Half of these sales were them spending money. It's not Meek Mill organically. They're spending money. This is why they didn't keep him on the label. I'm giving y'all a game that he's going to act like, whoa, I don't know what's... No. There is no Illuminati, my nigga, when it comes to you. You're hanging with the niggas who we think are Illuminati. I'm going to give you business sense because you're super stupid. And I'm going to tell you how you snitched on yourself. And while disrespecting me, you told me how much power I had. So he sold 95,000. I tweeted this out. Actually, I think at the time, because we went off, it was an earlier number. I think I tweeted out 93,000. Now, that was important. I'll tell you why. That was important because Meek Mill, who claimed that he would never sell in certain ranges. This is after he came off selling 2 albums over 200,000. He was so pompous, so arrogant that when he sold below 100,000, I said, hey, we're going off his words. He says you got to be a big dog. And he says he's a big dog. Well, big dogs sell over 100,000. I guess he's not a big dog anymore. He can't sell over 100,000. Now, granted, I know the millions that his label spent. Keep in mind, in all of these artists' marketing budget and everything, they come to act. I'm there. I talk to these people. So I know they spent a lot of money. And they spent enough money to know half of this sales, and I know you're going to say half of the sales was essentially, I'm not going to say paid for by them, but they inflated through, they had to spend so much. Half of the sales they were responsible for with paid campaigns. Right? Okay. Let me tell you where the dummy, Meek Mill, snitched on himself to me. So, okay. I'm on the phone with him, and he's peacocking like a motherfucker. Yo, I got bulletproof cars. Yo, man, I got 1 million soldiers. I got 150 shooters in Philly. Like, he's telling me all this shit that basically he's saying he could kill anybody whenever. He's this blah, 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 blah. I swear, he thinks he's Young Thug. Just think about that. He thinks he's Young Thug. You get what I mean? If you're actually Young Thug, you'd have been indicted. You're working with the governor and like all politicians. How the fuck are you the killer? Like, just think about that. You're working with governors and you're working with all politicians and police officers. How are you the killer? I'll digress. He told me this one thing in explaining his gripes with me. He said, and this is factually correct. Everybody could print this, put this anywhere. This is a fact. If anybody says this, he did not say this, I'll call him a fucking lie. I don't care who it is. And Savage heard this, and I'm not gonna put him. I don't want to put him nowhere in our issue now. But he heard this too. Meek Mill told me out of his own mouth on the phone, I was supposed to have a deluxe that they were gonna spend $1 million for. So they were gonna spend an additional $1 million on a deluxe and some other shit, right? For this album. And he said directly, because he was explaining why this was one of his problems with me. He said his label told him, hey, Akademiks and others have already put it out there that this album is unsuccessful and you flopped. Why spend this $1 million on the deluxe? Let's roll that budget into your next thing. And that's why there wasn't a fucking deluxe. If that nigga lie about that, I'm telling you I'm standing on it. I'm telling you I'm standing on it. That's a fact. So I get why you're mad at me, Meek Mill, Freak Millie. When you admit to me on the phone that your label was going to spend $1 million to put out additional music, and because they claim my narrative that I put out, which was only reporting the fact that you sold 93K or 95, whatever, first week, and it was basically, they were saying, everybody's now saying, oh shit, Meek didn't sell over 100K, Meek flopped. They said, well, spending $1 million to put out additional product for the same album that people think failed is a waste of time. I get it. At that moment when you admitted that to me, no matter how much you tried to disrespect me or belittle me, I knew I had control over what you were doing. Because I goddamn sure never heard that Meek Mill name never came up in a meeting with Spotify, Complex, or any company I've ever worked with in the past saying, hey, well, Meek Mill said this, so let's not give you $1 million. What? So I understand why you hate me. It's okay. I'm going to break you down, brother. I'm going to break you down. So it comes to pass that $1 million that comes, I'm telling you, Meek, if you lie about this, if you address this, put it on your children. Just put it on your children. I don't want to bring kids into it, but put it on your children. And if you lie about that, I will never ever say nothing to you again because you're just a fucking liar. You said it out of your own mouth to me, and you're so dumb. You don't know you're giving so much value. I'm like, wait, so you're telling me your label didn't exercise a additional $1 million budget on your fucking album because of my reporting? And by the way, this is why half of these niggas be like talking about me reporting first week sales. Because if I put out that somebody flopped, their label's like, bro, how are we going to fight this? You get what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I get paid these days for niggas to be like, yo, I know this nigga finna flop. Could you not report this version? I'm like, no, I report Billboard. Could you report the worldwide sales or the sales from the last 6 months? Could we just send you the plaque? I'm like, what? Anyway. It's another conversation. But Meek Mill. The reason why today early morning I had to make sure people knew where you were at accurately, I don't care if you're independent or not, is because I wanted to humble you. You walked around with an inflated sense of ego. You walked around with this air of arrogance that you ran shit. That you're the guy who sells 200 and something. You're not. I talked to them label people over at Atlantic. You know why they dropped you? Come here. They all think you're an asshole. They all thought that you didn't treat them right. They all thought that your ego was bigger than their budgets. And then when it came time for an option, they were in a time to consolidate, which, by the way, they declined options not only on you, but for you was a very easy decision. Why give the guy, the pompous, arrogant guy, an extension on his contract that they were entitled to? And again, you are listening. Go get a manager, go get a lawyer. If I'm wrong, y'all come and say, no, we have the legal paperwork here. Accurate line. I'm telling you about your contract, nigga. Atlantic dropped you like a bad fucking habit. You weren't NBA Youngboy. You weren't even Kodak Black. Because in their contracts, they were promised less. In your contract, because you've been in the game a while, you were promised more. Except you were not even as hot as them. They were trying to spend less. They already don't like you. They think that you're just this arrogant guy who, this is your problem. You keep acting like the music industry is the trenches. Boy, you ain't been in the trenches in a long time. Who you killed? Who you done shot? Who you got gut? We ain't know about none of that. If we did, there would be indictments. The music industry, the people don't like you. They think you're arrogant. They think you're like everybody you done worked with. I won't even call their names because I don't want you to feel like, because you're probably going to try to attack them separately when you hear this. They all don't like you. Whether you met them in Atlantic, whether you met them at Rock Nation, they don't like you. They think you're an arrogant piece of shit. You're the new Jeezy. And Jeezy, don't get mad at me saying this because you admitted this your damn self. You were arrogant and you treated people who worked for you like pieces of shits. And this is why when I see Meek talking about people were plotting against me, no, they weren't giving their all for you. You are an asshole. You're stupid. You didn't realize that, yes, you could rap good, but in the music industry, when you're signed to a label, it's that person that sits in the third aisle on the right, not the middle right, but all the way in the right, and they have to make those calls or try to do this to try to get your record placed somewhere or this little whatever. They're not going to do it for you when there's 55 other acts on the label. They're going to do it for the other artists. You know why? You're a piece of shit. Half of these rappers I see you hang with, they're not your friends. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they've never told you this, what I'm telling you. You keep saying, oh, this. Bro, Meek Mill, nobody is in the place. No one has ever said, hey, we're jealous of Meek. No one's jealous of you. Your friends, the rappers you claim you love, they all think, we all know how we act, but nah, it's Meek. That's how everybody's saying. I'm speaking in generality. We'll never call the names. Generality. So when I see you now trying to do this is why the fans can't even feel bad for you when you're like, oh, I'm going up against the industry. Bro, we just seen you bunny hopping for Michael Rubin. We see you like damn near lip lock with Robert Kraft. How are you going up against the industry? I would love to go up against the industry when my friends are just billionaires. We don't understand it. So I wanted to put that out there first. And I'm telling you, any blog, y'all could print this, put this anywhere. I got $1 million bet. Meek said this out of his goddamn mouth. I promise you. He said, my label didn't exercise $1 million option because in the meeting, they said, already said you flopped. Facts. So when you start playing with me again, and you keep thinking, I ain't controlled by no white man, my nigga, but I'm definitely controlled by my manhood. So when you start getting online saying you about to show it to my crib, kill me, piss on my steps, you know what I got to make sure I let people know? Let's do the fucking math on you, Meek, right? So by the way, the last stream you had, first of all, I had 30 people watching me. You had police show up here because you was tweeting about where I live, my address, all these other things. I'm not saying you call the police, but clearly if the most viral conversation, a nigga's asking where you live, you about to come there, this and third, whether it's you or whether it's somebody that I don't know, but the police came because they thought there was a break-in, right? Cool. So you had that done during stream, and you claim you're not a street nigga. Which, by the way, if nigga, you know I live. My address is on Google, nigga. It's public. Fuck are you talking about? Ask where's his address? Are you dumb? We'll get to the Philly artist shit in a little bit, but this is today. I said all these shenanigans to flop. I'm weak, man. Could somebody tell Freak Millie that only Jesus ever came back from the dead? Nothing else. Now, I told him and nothing warms my heart than watching an artist starting to go bad at me. Like, they're flopping. They're going triple, double copper. They're going triple cheeseburger. Quadruple aluminum foil. You know what I mean? Double plastic, quintuple styrofoam. Yeah, you damn right I'm going to be petty. So I woke up and I said, God damn it. If Meek Mill Freak Mill done freaked his way to like a crazy day in sales, and he claimed he was going to kill me, which we all knew that was not true. Maybe he won. Maybe he's the ultimate troll. So you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. Here we go. I went on Spotify. I said, damn, please. Let's look. It's been a full day of sales since he dropped that garbage EP. Let's see how it did. And I clicked on it. And I want to let you know without a shadow of a doubt. 85,000 plays the first day is not good. 77, not good. 67, not good. 59, not good. 78, not good. Now, we could do the math. And y'all know I do like to do math. So let's do the math. Let's do the math on screen. Okay? This is why Meek Mill is over here acting like he's the biggest killer. So let's do it together. We're going to round everything up. 86,000 plus 78,000 plus 68,000. We're rounding everything up, by the way. plus, let's go another 60,000 plus 79. I put 9. We'll give him 9 streams. Plus 79,000. That would be 371,000 streams. To calculate that, and by the way, this is globally. So somebody in Sri Lanka, somebody in Ethiopia, somebody in Russia, China, India, Iceland, Ireland, yes, Iraq, Dubai, Afghanistan, yes, even Australia, they all contribute. The Billboard charts only track for what's in the U.S., but it's okay. We want to give Freak Millie as much leeway as he can. Let's see how the first day of streams go. You know what you won't see today? Meek Mill broke any records. You know when Nicki dropped her track? Hey, Nicki Minaj had the highest streamed song for blah, 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 blah. Or what's Shorty's name? Meg Thee Stallion. You won't see that with Freak Millie. Because with Freak Millie, the only thing that people care about with him is when he's embarrassing himself on Twitter, not his music. So to get the amount of albums that this streams, this is the first day on Spotify, and this is Spotify Global. So this is not Spotify just US. If you're in the Bahamas, it would count to this number. And we've rounded it up. To get to the number of albums that's equivalent to, let's do this, divided by 3,500. Why do we do that? One album is about equivalent to 3,500 streams. Some people might say 3,200, and we could do that math. It's just not going to be that much. But about 3,500. And the only reason why I say about, because there's tiers. So if you're a free member, it's actually about close to 4,000. If you're a paid member, it's actually close to 3,000. I'm just using the middle, which is 3,500. 3,500 is in between 4,000 and 3,000, right? You get what I'm saying. So if we really do the math on Freak Millie's new tape, oh, I tweeted 105. That's 106. This nigga has tweeted about his manhood for like 3 days straight, or at least 40 tweets in a row, threatened to come kill me, piss on my steps. He gonna be at my house. He gonna be in front of my podcast, and he did it for the first day sales. And I know some people say, well, what about other platforms, Apple Music, and also Pandora, and also like Google Play? So let me tell you how generally things go. Spotify is where music is usually consumed the most globally. Okay? Apple Music is where it's consumed the most within the U.S., domestically. So a good metric would be whatever he sold on Spotify, all you got to do is times it by 2, and now you got Apple. Apple's usually around that same realm. Okay? After that, if you're thinking about the ancillary places, I don't know. We could even be like Google Play, Amazon, Pandora. We could even give it times 2 again. Times 2. Okay. Let's say he did 400. 400 albums first day. Now, remember, we're going to care about the first week. Let me tell you, I'm extrapolating here. The way how sales usually go, and I study this, I have charts and graphs. You know, I'm a mathematician, like technically. I graduated with a biomathematics degree. When you see me tweet a lot of stuff out, sometimes I have sources, sometimes it's me just straight extrapolating. Usually they're both on point. Okay, I'm doing very loose extrapolation here. So let's just say overall total today, he sold 424 copies of his album. Okay? Now, what usually happens is that first day is that's the day that people really fuck with your shit. After that, it usually goes down by about 15 to 20% every other day. Truthfully, unless there's some other shit that like maybe a song blows up into, oh, this was a diss. Usually, on average, it goes down 20% every day. Now, I don't have to do the full math to say if a nigga sold 424 records the first motherfucking day. Are y'all looking at me? Even if we say there was no reduction, let's just say times 7. We're looking at about 3,000 records sold. I want to be very clear with this. We're looking at about 3,000 records sold. I want to be very, very clear with this. We're looking at about 3,000 records sold. I want to be very, 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 very clear with this. Now, granted, I ain't gonna lie to you because the whole industry is ignoring his threat to me. But, you know, they're acting like they all love Meek Mill. You know why? Because they're scared of him. So I don't know. And I'm not accusing none of my people, you know, because I fuck with these guys that work at Apple or even Amazon or even Spotify. Maybe what they're going to do, because they're going to see these numbers are bad. So who knows? Maybe it gets added to Rap Caviar, which, by the way, Rap Caviar ain't Rap Caviar of a couple of years ago. Okay? Maybe it gets added to one of those, which, by the way, here's the interesting part. This should tell you enough about Rap Caviar already. One of his songs already on Rap Caviar, the one with Future. But, hold on, actually, it's a date added 6 minutes ago. So they just added it. So to be honest, me dissing him, and because the industry likes Meek, and he's probably calling around, or his people calling around, they're going to add him to some playlists. So let's go back. That 3,000, here's where it won't go. Here's where this 3,000 won't go. Let's say, okay, now they're adding him to playlists. Oh my God, people are talking about Meek Mill sales. Even though he's independent, we still got to treat him, because what happens is these streaming services, they editorialize playlist your shit based on labels you're on. He's quote unquote independent. I know you want to be like, oh, he's independent. You sold 250,000 all this time, and now you become independent. You can't sell 3,000. How much does the label help y'all then? Ain't that a question to be asked? If Meek sold 250,000 with the label, and then without a label he's selling 3,000, don't it mean that the label created this nigga? Anyway, this number right here, I expect him to exceed it. I'm gonna be honest. Again, look, 7 minutes ago. Look, see, you see, damn, it's even updating currently. 7 minutes ago, they added Meek Mill's song to this shit. Right? 7 minutes ago. Y'all see it right here, bro. I can't lie. This is Rap Caviar. This is Rap Caviar. By the way, this is why the majority of these rappers, y'all better act fake nice with me. I don't care to be our friends like that, but act fake nice with me. You know why? Because I'll expose y'all and the DSPs. I don't give two fucks. So, really, without him getting added to some of these playlists, and which, by the way, Rap Caviar is pushed in front of everybody who signs up for Spotify's face. So this little 3,000 that he was projected to sell, I would say he's projected to sell 3,000, period. Right? No, well, not period. No. Actually, no. Yeah, well, about. Because then we got to think about actual sales. He got some old people that buy his shit. Who knows if they're like buying like 5,000 copies. They might actually purchase the record on iTunes, right? So anyway, I'm just giving you a loose representation. This is probably going to be, he's going to end up doing between, if you ask me, 10 to 15K. His team will get a report by the time Tuesday or Wednesday rolls in. I'm telling you how the music industry go. They're going to get a report of what he's projected to sell. They're going to do things to make sure he at least sell 10K. I don't think they'll spend enough money for him to sell over 20. So if you ask me, between 10 and 15K, that's what he's going to be doing. All right. And that's just off one day of sales. I already seen what it's going to be. And this is what I just got to say to Meek Mill. Boy, your career, rest in peace. Okay. I'm sorry to tell you, nigga. Rest in fucking peace. Okay. It don't matter if you kill act, beat act up. I'm going to give you a combination, which is pause. Meek, I don't want, I remember this first tweet this nigga sent. Yo, when I see act, I'm going to give him a combination. Pause, nigga. After what you've been accused of, nigga, I don't want you to give me shit. You know what I mean? Like, this combination might be on some other shit. You feel me? This might be a freak-off conversation. Combination, I mean. This nigga been tweeting so much. Yeah, this is sad. Yo, all his tweet went platinum. Yo, look. He'll have a tweet, 59,000 people watched it. Like, his shit be going viral. Tweets went, look, he always posed up with a white man. He said, I'm powered by the white man. He's posed up with a white man, which, by the way, I got no problem with, like, white people are great. But he said, I'm powered by them. Anyway, let me see. I think he deleted them tweets, didn't he? Oh, it's here, right? Tweets, platinum. Everything is platinum. And by the way, Meek, I seen recently you say you're shooting videos in Philly this week. I'm gonna roll the red carpet out for you to shoot in front of my house. Don't back up. You say you're gonna shoot in front of my house. I would love to have my crib as the cameo in your music video. I want you to be there. I want you to also knock on my door and ask me for, well, you don't gotta ask for permission, but just come meet me. Okay? But I want you to meet me with all this energy that you're the killer. But you're not that, nigga. You're just a bitch-ass rapper, my nigga. Like, you just a bitch-ass bunny-hopping rapper that got some money. And I got the same amount of millions you got, nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. You went broke 3 times. We already know that. You sold your house to your boss, nigga. When you heard I sold shit. I'm still buying shit, nigga. That's why I'm over here laughing at you. You acting like you was some killer with who? We're going to get to that too. Matter of fact, let's get to it now. Meek, I told you, I box you for free. I just seen on TMZ, they said somebody got $1 million to box. Accepted. Hey, this is, let me officially react to this. Accepted. Accepted. Okay? You see, the problem with Meek is that a lot of these dudes who are gangster rappers, they're peacocking. They're not that. They're peacocking. Right? Didn't I tell you, the fake gangster, there's levels. Let me tell you how to deal with a fake gangster. But you got to identify as a fake gangster before you do this. This is for anybody, any creator, anybody who's really dealing with these people. They rap like they're killers. They rap like they're the biggest terrorists in society, but they're really good kids that is happy that their raps about their delinquency actually made them money. That's nothing wrong with it. We actually applaud it. But here's the thing. They bite into the character so much that they actually then lean into that they're this top killer. Here's the problem. If they were actually a top killer and they were actually putting out hits on people, they'd be investigated. They'd be in jail. These guys don't want to go to jail. They like flying on private jets. To be honest, they like their Tempur-Pedic bed. They like their mansions. They like the fact that they have a Trackhawk and they like to have a Rolls Royce. They don't want to be in a bunk. You think, I'm telling you right now, y'all gonna see the type of nigga that Young Thug come back out to be. He gonna be reformed as a motherfucker. All that Cleveland Ave, throw up $1 million signs, he gonna come back out like Bobby Shmurda. Facts. Because all that gangster shit I've seen people do, I ain't see one nigga buck Kodak Black, but he ain't ever served that long, come back out and they way worse. Gucci Mane come back, he doing P90 fitness, yo, push up with me. None of that, like, let's be honest. All that crazy, I'm about to kill everybody shit, they get really understanding as soon as they get locked up for a bid, that's too long, and it's like, be happy you're a millionaire. Meek Mill got locked up for 6 months, he was crying. Okay? So with all this little gangster wild shit I see him be doing, I'm like, nigga, please, right? Anyway, let's scroll down. And by the way, this is why, so let me give you the lifeline of how gangster rappers do. Yo, son, I'm so rich, I got killers, I got goons, I shoot niggas myself, yo, I've been to jail, blah, blah. Nigga, yo, you act up, nigga, when I see you, nigga, the trenches is here, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna slap you. Ignore that bullshit. I'm telling you how to deal with it. First thing you tell them, fuck that. Let's box. First of all, they'll act like they don't see it. Meek seen every one of my tweets except let's box. Yo, I'm gonna piss on your steps. No. We don't want you to pee on my steps. There's urinals. You can take a bathroom break. Let's box. Up. Yo, this nigga's a bitch. He not from the trip. No. Let's box. Yo, I was about to cry. Yo, I'm on the way to his house. Cool. Let's box. Oh, my car crashed. Yo, he trying to get me to crash out. Yo, these busters. Hold on. Didn't I tell you? When you actually tell a gangster rapper you're down to be a man, you know what they tell you? Oh, hey, speaking of which, let's pause that real quick. 2 more songs, we gonna get right into it. Hey, all y'all Philadelphia artists who all been hitting me, yes, we gonna be talking about it. Meek Mill done blackball half of y'all, you feel me? Hating ass nigga, but he always been on like my head, everybody else's head. Why you posting pound side pop? Why you posting OT7 Kwani? You wouldn't post him if they didn't kind of have static. I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? Self-hating nigga who claims he's all about Philly. He ain't really done nothing for the other street niggas who in the game in Philly. All he been doing is hating the nigga who want to be at the top. Hopefully not to see nobody come up. Finally, I'm glad he went bad on me. And here's the thing too, before we even get into any of the stream. Whatever this nigga Meek got, I'm not powered by no white man. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. I'm gonna still clown you because it was just a funny thing that you're playing horrible. But I don't care if you're gay. I don't even think you're gay. But this is a stand for my manhood. Because everybody look at you like a hoe. How the hell are you gonna try to get points? Not off a gangster nigga, but off me. So this is why I said we could box, we could whatever. What you trying to do? So this is the reason why, for all y'all Philly artists, man, if y'all been feeling neglected, yes, y'all have been. I'm telling you, y'all been getting blackballed. I've been telling y'all that, listen, even sometimes when y'all management teams come with money, we don't even want to take it because Meek Mill think that us posting you means we beefing with him. Because he would say nobody's, so we're going to get on into all that. But let me just show some Philly artists some love real quick, man. Shout out to all the Philly artists, man. I'm going to play a couple of Philly joints real quick, and then we're going to get into it. Freak Millie Part 2. Meek Mill, I got you. You see you panicking, right? What the hell did you think when you got online, nigga? Come on, man. Shout out to OC7 Quality. Let's get it.